If you have or are worried about getting an enlarged prostate, don't fret too much, as there is so much you can do. From dietary changes to lifestyle ones, you don't have to feel as if BPH, the medical abbreviation for an enlarged prostate, is destined for you. Plenty of men develop prostate issues as they get older, sure, but we are now living in an era where we know just how to attack this problem and keep it from hampering your life in any way at all. So let's get right into it with 10 proven ways to avoid an enlarged prostate and reduce your BPH risk. Number 1. Exercise regularly. For our first entry, we are going with an absolute classic. Regular exercise is about as good for you as getting enough sleep and eating right. There are countless studies to draw from, but the biggest testament to the importance of exercise is just how much it is preached. Being active can improve your life a great deal, and it can also help you improve your prostate health too. By being active, you strengthen your body, and you also burn off things that can slow you down. Inflammation plays a large role in BPH flare-ups, so making sure your body's passageways are clear of fat or blockages will help to keep you in tip-top shape and your prostate in perfect working order. Exercise also helps with digestion and makes your trips to the bathroom easier too. Straining while using the bathroom can actually cause BPH symptoms to appear in certain cases. And overall, it isn't that good for your body. Exercise allows you to go about things a little easier and at the cost of just an hour of activity a couple of times a week. Number 2. Lose weight. Carrying around extra weight can lead to more health problems, especially as the years go by. As you get older, your metabolism consistently slows down over time, to the point where it takes far more effort to lose weight and cut down. When your body is carrying more weight, it also carries along more fat that can cause blockages and issues for you. These can cause significant strain on your prostate, and if left untreated for long enough, can turn into the early days of BPH. Recently, it was discovered that the biggest determining factor for obesity may actually be genetics, so the situation may not be your fault at all, but you must be very particular about your diet and routine if you want to get back into shape. Besides just your prostate, losing weight can also help with other essential operations within your body and can really help to improve your standard of living. Number 3. Maintain weight in a healthy range. Consistency is pretty important for both your general health as well as your prostate. When you fluctuate from overweight to underweight quickly, your body is forced to perform operations much faster than it would hope, and that can be pretty harmful for your prostate. It also indicates that you don't have much stability when it comes to diet, exercise, and routine, and that is maybe where you should begin. Forming healthy habits that you can stick to helps to limit the strain that weight fluctuation can have on your prostate and body, and it also will come with better rewards. What we mean by that is, fad diets aren't the best, and they can often do more harm than good. Instead of trying to do the weight loss equivalent of a get-rich-quick scheme, take your time and try to form healthier relationships with your body's needs to set yourself up for long-term happiness. Number 4. Reduce stress. Sometimes our body can unintentionally do us more harm with its various systems than good. Stress is somewhat normal for humans, and it can come as a result of a bunch of factors. If you aren't managing your stress well, however, then you may be feeling the consequences later with a heightened risk of BPH. When you become stressed, it can actually have a real effect on your body, and in particular your digestive system. If you are worried that you may be doing yourself some real harm, then it's time to see what you can do to pull yourself together. Stress can be the result of many things, so it's important to check in on yourself and see what it is you are actually feeling. While we can't exactly live stress-free lives all the time, we can definitely do ourselves a solid and disconnect from high-pressure scenarios when we feel like we need to. Feelings of stress can cause you to break good habits, skip out or double down on food, and generally wreak havoc on the harmony you are trying to find within your life. So it's a good idea to try and find ways to diffuse these feelings when they pop up. Number 5. Lifestyle changes. When a person starts to experience the symptoms of BPH, they can often get freaked out. Not because they are scared about what that might mean for their health, but because they are fearful it might come with lifestyle changes. Human beings are creatures of habit and schedule, and we can definitely fall victim to our routines at times. Change isn't always bad though, and you are just making the best of a bad situation here. Nobody likes to deal with prostate issues, but if you want to avoid them, there are things you might have to give up. Processed and red meat can be pretty brutal on your prostate, for example, so you may want to figure out a healthier source of protein like chicken, soy, or fish instead. Smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol can cause a lot of inflammation and also carry some truly scary health risks. They can also be incredibly addicting and should be avoided if you want to keep your risk of an enlarged prostate down. Number 6. Drink tea. That is, green tea and hibiscus tea. When it comes to drinks, teas are a great way to avoid an enlarged prostate. Why are they so effective? Well, they contain a healthy amount of antioxidants, which can protect your prostate from free radicals and other harmful things poking and inflaming it. Green tea in particular is very healthy for you and considered to be good for your digestion too. Green tea has been used as a type of medicinal drink for hundreds of years, and its origins date all the way back to ancient Chinese medicine. Hibiscus tea has also been around for generations, and either of these are great options. Stronger variants of green tea, like matcha, can also be effective in reducing BPH risk, but not if you have a caffeine sensitivity. If you do, the caffeine can irritate the prostate and actually do you more harm than good. Check what the tea you're getting includes before drinking it, but both of these teas have at least some benefits for your prostate. Number 7. Follow a prostate-friendly diet. As you have probably guessed by now, the food and drinks that you put into your body mean a great deal to your prostate health. If you had a history of heart problems, you would probably be advised to follow a Mediterranean diet, but is there an equivalent for the prostate? Unfortunately not, but there are options out there if you feel like it would help you stick to certain foods. Prostate diets will limit your intake of potentially harmful foods, while maximizing the foods that you need in order to prevent BPH. It can seem like a bit of work in the beginning, as you are so used to your own way of eating. Once you settle into it, however, many people enjoy having a diet provided for them and benefit from the lack of personal choice. That is not to say that the food itself can't be good. You just will have to focus more on the ingredients if you want to create your own dishes in order to make sure you stick to your diet. Number 8. Take supplements. What you can't get from your diet, you can definitely get through supplements, powders, and other additives. These can be absolutely great, as they give you a little more wiggle room when it comes to your diet, and they can make sure you are always getting even the rarest of vitamins and minerals. Supplements aren't all created equal though, so you should do your research on the brand and quality of the product. For example, zinc is an essential piece of the puzzle when it comes to keeping your prostate healthy, but it simply doesn't get absorbed as well through supplements as it will when added into your diet. In order to be as efficient as possible with this, you should take a look at what is better absorbed from your diet and what you can get through pills or powder. Number 9. Avoid liquids before bed or leaving the home. For most of our lives, urination is not the biggest thing on our minds, and going to public bathrooms is no big deal. When you are dealing with an enlarged prostate, however, urination can be much more difficult. Your prostate and bladder are located fairly close to one another, and your bladder can actually poke into your prostate when it is full. That's why you should be careful drinking directly before bed or right before leaving the house, as this can just put strain on you while asleep or out in public. Number 10. Practice moderation. When you live in excess, you can unintentionally increase your risk of developing an enlarged prostate down the line. Practicing moderation is important and can sometimes be easier than cutting something out altogether. Moderating your fat intake, and by that we mean unhealthy fats like trans and saturated fats, is one way to do it, and it can be effective in protecting your prostate. Overall, living a balanced life is what most of these changes we've listed will do anyway, so gaining a personal appreciation for it could help make the changes a bit easier too. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.